Good morning, everybody. My name is Barry Schwartz, and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, July 8th, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com over the past week. Google had another unconfirmed Google algorithm update around July 7th, July 6th, 8th. What's going on? Again, unconfirmed. Twitter added the nofollow links back and a bunch of other link topics to discuss. Tons and tons of features have come and gone with Google Search. We'll discuss some of those new changes. And a bunch of PPC news and so much more. So definitely stay tuned. You don't want to miss this one. And I'd like to thank our sponsor, SEMrush. Thank you so much, SEMrush. This is the old hoodie that you had. Great. I'll wear it on and off. And the new one's all white. It's good for the summertime. I got a pack of stuff and they sent me socks. And as some of you might know, socks disappoint me. So no more socks, but they did send this cool hat. Very nice. Thank you. And my favorite part is this SEMrush cup. But the cool part about it is it collapses. Now, that is swag. You have to basically just collapse it, and you could do whatever you want with it. And the cool thing is, you can actually put water in it and collapse it, and it will spill all over the place. But if you ever do want to carry a cup on a trip and you don't have space, it's a good way of, doing that. So thanks for the swag to do that. They are a sponsor, so thank you so much, SEMrush, for sponsoring. But that collapsible mug is pretty cool. I have the sun in my eye, so let me adjust that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and let's get into the news. Okay. All right, first up, just that little heads up, I did post the monthly Google Webmaster report. This is July Google Webmaster report. I summed up pretty much all the significant things that happened over the past month or so, specifically with Google Webmaster related topics. Obviously, the May 2022 core update finished in June. There was a title link algorithm update. Product rich results guidelines has updated things. Video page indexing report is coming to Google Search Console soon. Google News launched a big new design. Google updated their Search Console error reports and so much more. So definitely take a look at that if you were a little bit off at all last month. You definitely want to take a look at that post. Like I said in the intro of this video, there seemed to be some type of Google update, potentially around July 5th. Some say July 1st and 2nd, also July 7th. It's been very volatile. I know SEMrush and other tools have updated their tracking to go ahead and reduce the spikes in their charts, their automated charts, because it was very spiky. And too spiky all the time is just not spiky anymore. So they adjusted their stuff, but all those tools actually spiked on July 7th or 8th, depending on when they tracked it. There was definitely a lot of significant chatter in the industry around the July 7th update. And there's tons and tons of comments on my post on that date. So definitely take a look at that. I posted it on July 7th for a July 7th update. Again, Google has not confirmed it, but they did talk about that. Talking about updates, Google has released their own timeline of Google updates starting in January 2020, when Google first started to actually confirm updates on their own blog and on Twitter. So now Google has this landing page that they're maybe trying to rank for Google search algorithm updates. And it basically has, a dozen or so Google updates they confirmed. It only talks about the updates that Google actually confirmed and that Google thinks matters to creators. Obviously, I cover all the unconfirmed updates as well, so definitely take a look at that. And also have this cool site called wastheregoogleupdate.com that actually lets you search historically to say, hey, was there a Google update around this date? You put in the date and it'll tell you, did I have a blog post about that? So definitely take a look at that. And of course, thanks Google for putting this all in one place. Google has clarified that when it comes to rich results for courses, you need at least 3 courses to be eligible to show your rich results. So make sure you have 3 courses marked up to be eligible to show Google rich results for courses. Again, this is not a new thing, but they clarified that. Google also went ahead and said it's safe to delete your Disavow link file if you never had a manual action before or you never did any link building that may have been schemy or link scheme-ish. So definitely try that. If you have a Disavow link file and you haven't really done anything bad in the past, go ahead and remove it. See what happens. John basically said, do make a copy of it. So if you do see a significant drop in rankings after you remove the file, you can always add it back. It's not an issue, but think about that. Also, John Mueller said that the ratio of follow to no follow links is not an SEO thing. It's nothing to be concerned about. You don't have to look at the ratio. It's never going to be an issue in terms of you have too many no follow links or too little no follow links on your website. Google is not going to go ahead and cause any SEO issues or ranking issues in Google search, according to John Mueller. For some reason, Twitter has added back on their links the nofollow link attribute, so you can no longer spam Twitter. You're probably spamming Twitter anyway, but you can no longer spam Twitter to try to get link juice. But then I looked at the Google Search Console link report, and for some reason the as you know, for the past several weeks or a few weeks, Twitter has removed the nofollow. Now they add it back. But Twitter came up in my Google Search Console reports as the number 5 top linked site all of a sudden. Also, I noticed that, and this is the bigger thing, a couple of years ago, it was at 2.5 million backlinks or something like that. I think that was the number. And now Google Search Console is reporting only about 500,000. And this has been drastically dropping over the course of the past few years. I think it was from, a few years ago, 2.5, then it went down to 1.5, then it went down to 1 million, and now it's at 500,000, which is weird, but Google doesn't really, they said this before, they don't really put a lot of effort and prioritize anything in the link report tool. So who knows? Good news for those who love Google Search Console Insights. So I launched a new site called Lucid Insider for covering Lucid, a new car company, which I'm having a lot of fun with. Definitely check it out at lucidinsider.com. And I noticed that Google Search Console Insights wasn't working with it. I launched Google Lucid Insider recently, a few months ago, and I only was allowed to add a GA4, Google Analytics 4 property. I wasn't able to add the Universal Analytics 3, Google Analytics 3 onto it. So the Google Search Console Insights report only showed a snippet of information. And then Google announced this week, a couple days ago, or yesterday, that Google Search Console Insight now works with GA4. I looked at the Search Console Insights report for Lucid Insider, and it's filled with great information now. So if you have a property that is only GA4 enabled and you never looked at Google Search Console Insights, definitely take a look again. It's going to actually show you a lot more cool information there. Glenn Gabe did a rare contributed post on the Search Engine Roundtable. I think it's his first post on the Search Engine Roundtable. I usually don't have contributors post, but he had something that was perfect. He found that the interesting finds search result feature in Google Search is gone. It launched several years ago, and now it's just completely gone from the Google search results. It's no longer there, and we're not sure why it went away, but if you ever got traffic from that, it's no longer there. Nice find, Glenn. Google is testing things to do overlays in the Google search results. This is a new, it's not, things to do is not new, but the overlay where it pops up, here's a screenshot of that, is new, so that's a nice find as well. The highly rated by users is a new feature as well, where Google is actually showing in the Google search results a feature just to show these products are highly rated by users. This was spotted by Static K, so thank you for spotting that. There's a screenshot of that as well. Google Merchant Center has added auto tagging for all free listings, which we covered earlier this year. But the difference is now it will allow you to do auto tagging not just in the shopping tab in Google Search, but across all Google experiences. This is core search, maybe Discover, whatever it might be. This is Google said across all Google experiences. So now you can use auto tagging to track all those things across all Google experiences. Google Ads has released a new Google Ads Editor version 2.1. This release has a brand new overview page and a ton more features. So the biggest thing is the overview page, which is a nice colorful thing. And this was spotted by first Boris on Twitter. And here's a screenshot from Boris of that. But that shows you the top recommendations, the assets performance, the ad set group status. They also launched table header recommendations, primary display status. Recommendations have been added there, warning logs, validated aligned budget or bid strategy. They did a bunch of other things like final URL inspection, initial view on startup, global offerings, lead form custom questions and agent questions, and Budget Explorer and so much more. So definitely take a look at that. It's a really great tool if you do Google Ads. Definitely take a look at Google Ads Editor. Google Ads also launched a diagnostic view on the overview page. Google launched, I think several months ago, this diagnostic insights feature. But now it's actually live on the overview page. You can actually get the diagnostic stuff there, which gives you account status, billing status, policy review, conversion tracking, campaign budget, bid strategy, target, campaign status, and ad strength. So definitely take a look at that. Neat little feature as well. And Google also confirmed the launch of new ad targeting that Google's experimenting with in Google Ads. The Google ad targeting options give you a bunch of new features, which a lot of PPCers are super happy about, that let you go ahead and try to exclude fake local traffic. So you have the options now to target across presence or interest, where people are in, regularly in, or have shown interest in your target locations, or presence, people are in or regularly in your target location, or you can exclude based on that information. Here's a screenshot from Kasim, Google's ad liaison, JD Marvin, confirmed that actually happened. And also on the ad side, Microsoft Advertising launched a bunch of new features this past week, or launching in the coming weeks, including automatic item update crawling for your website to gather prices and availability data, automated coupons through the Google Merchant Promotion System, and a ton of other features in there. So you definitely want to take a look at that because there's tons and tons of updates there, including generating more marketing lists, shopping campaign stuff, and a lot of automation. Of course, that's where all these pay-per-click campaign programs like Google Ads, Microsoft Ad Center, and everybody's doing is automation to get you to spend more money. In any event, thank you so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz of the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com over the past week. Everyone have a great weekend. Thanks SEMrush for sponsoring. Deeply, deeply appreciated. Check them out at semrush.com. Everyone have a great one. Be safe, be healthy, and see you guys next. Bye-bye.